Hey y'all, my name is Andrea and welcome to my channel where we are talking all things clean, natural, and organic beauty. I thought in today's video we could just do a very chatty, get ready with me type video. I did have Aether Beauty send me a couple of things. They were nice enough to send their Summer Solstice palette and their Crystal Charged Cheek palette in Ruby. So I thought while I'm getting to know these things and playing with them and applying, we could just talk and chat, and let's get started. Base has not changed. I'm going in with the Ilia foundation in Chios. I really didn't have anything super planned for us to chat about, except that I really want a new book or Netflix series to dive into. I'm really the type where I'll just watch the same things over and over again, and for the most part read the same things over and over again. But you know, I really am wanting something new to really get lost in. Although I will say, I really am feeling like I just want to rewatch Downton Abbey for like probably the 4th or 5th time at this point. I don't know. But I can only watch Downton Abbey when my emotions and like outside stressors in my life are stable or at a minimum. I can't handle the stress of Downton Abbey. I love it, and I love the story, and I love the characters, and it is one of those things that I'll just watch over and over again. But if I'm like having a hard time emotionally, or like if there's a lot going on in my life, the drama and emotions of the story just like affect me so much. I don't know about you guys, but I am just like unable to detach from stories sometimes. So I either have to watch things that are like super like the detachment is built in, like Marvel, like I'm not a super soldier, I'm not a billionaire, there are probably not aliens, probably. So I love watching Marvel movies because it's really easy for me to detach from that. And you would think that it would be easy for me to detach from, like, you know, Downton Abbey, because I'm not an heiress. Definitely not an heiress. I'm not English. I've never been to England, even though that's like my biggest life stream. I'm not like an aristocratic or like upper class person at all. Not living in the shadow of World War I. And yet, just like the emotions of the characters are so real, there are things where, you know, when Cora loses the baby or when Sybil dies. Also, it's been out for a while. Hopefully I'm not spoiling anything for anyone. I feel like the statute of limitations on that should be up, but you know, just like when Matthew dies, everyone dies, lots of sad things happen, and I feel for the characters. I am emotionally attached to the characters, so I just can't detach from the pain that they feel or then their struggles, and it just affects me. So if I have my own emotional things happening in my life, which I think we all do right now, I just can't add the emotions of the Crawley family on top of it all. I just can't. I love them, but sometimes I can't deal with them. This is definitely one of those times in my life. So I'm wanting to watch something that I love as much as I love Downton Abbey, but I'm also not wanting the emotional commitment of it. So I don't know what that would be. We did start watching The Good Place, and a lot of my friends told me that I would like it. I just hadn't gotten around to watching it. So we're watching that, and I actually do like it. I think we might have watched like the entire first season in one sitting. So I like that. That's definitely good. I do love like a British period piece though. I wish there was something like that. Call the Midwife was also a little bit too stressful and emotional for me. I liked Father Brown, but I didn't finish it. I don't know if that's still on Netflix, but that could be an option. But yeah, definitely let me know what you guys are, what's good. I love anything English and period. So let me know if anything like that comes to mind, because I definitely want something new. Because I really just watch The Office and Downton Abbey over and over again. That's really all that I watch. But I'm also rewatching The Office currently. I am rewatching it, but I'm rewatching it with my husband, and you know, we're not always ready to watch TV at the same time. So I have to save The Office for when we're both gonna sit down and watch it. I'm actually rewatching The Office because I love the Office Ladies podcast. If you guys are Office fans and not listening to Jenna and Angela, what are you even doing with your life? You have to get over there and start listening to the Office Ladies podcast ASAP. I just love it. And I feel like Jenna and Angela are like my best friends because they're best friends, and so they just have like really cute best friend conversations. And then I just feel like I'm part of their, you know, part of their group listening to them. I just, you know, The Office is my favorite show. I've probably watched it like, this is probably the 10th time I've rewatched it. Of course, like, I'm not on Billie Eilish's level. She's like watched it like 20 times, I think. I'm not opposed to getting there though. Just going at a slower pace than her. And I am just gonna mattify my T-zone a little bit. Also, y'all, I do want to walk you through a little bit what I did concealer-wise. I concealed my under eye with the Fit Glow concealer. I have it in C3. It does oxidize. I discovered that in a Getting Ready With Me video. And then I went in and concealed my blemishes with the Beauty Counter concealer pen because this doesn't oxidize. And I think this is a better shade match. But once this one oxidizes, it works, but I don't like this one for blemishes. I like it only for under eye uses. All right, y'all, so I did go ahead and put on a little bit of concealer on my eyelid. And normally I would go straight into eyeshadow here. But since the Aether cheek palette is new to me, I think I want to do cheeks first just to make sure that I am balancing what I end up doing on my eyes to my cheeks because I'm not quite sure how it's going to play. There is a little plastic sheet, which no one really keeps. God bless the makeup companies who keeps putting those in. It does have cheek colors and a highlight. This is definitely not super new, so you guys have probably heard all about this palette and Aether by now, but you know, the things that are nice about Aether is that there is no mirror in this so that it can be recycled if you just cut this off and if you pop the pans out. So that's really great. So yeah, I don't know how these colors are gonna play on my skin. So let's find out. I think I'm definitely gonna tap in here first. Actually, I think I'm gonna tap in here and then lighten it up with this. That's kind of what Emily Noel does. She'll use 2 cheek colors at a time. And she's my hero, you guys know that. So, ah! That is so much pigment! Okay, I am cleaning the brush off here. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Ah! I did not know that was gonna happen. Did not know that was gonna happen. Oh my gosh, babe! Babe, I messed up my makeup. Let's try the other side real quick. I tapped in once very lightly. Let's see. Okay. So, super pigmented. You know, I did not check the website or the packaging on this. Maybe it's not meant to be applied with a fluffy brush. That could be my fault. But yeah, this is not... Okay, you know, I'm not gonna say this isn't my color. It definitely could be my color. And I could have used a different brush. The Wet n Wild cheek brush is one of my favorites, but it does tend to, you know, apply a little bit more liberally. So you guys know what we need to do next. Just a plain fluffy brush. We need to buff that in. Lord help us. Oh my Lord, it's uneven. But you know what? Now that I know I have all this happening on my face, I'm gonna have to go dark on my eyes to even it out. Okay. Lord have mercy. Do I use the pink to lighten it? Do I dare? I think I dare. This is crazy. I'm just gonna very lightly. Okay. That was a mistake. Mistakes were made here, y'all. This is hilarious. Oh my Lord. Okay. We're gonna keep trucking through. We're gonna keep trucking through. We're gonna figure this out. I don't know how this highlighter is gonna apply. You know, the highlighter is not as pigmented as everything else. I think the highlighter performs like a normal highlighter. Yeah, the highlight is what you would expect from a highlight. Nothing too crazy. You know, do I carve out, you know? Okay. I do want to try to contour a little bit since there's so much craziness happening on my cheeks with the contour from the lip bar. So let's see. Which I probably should just leave it alone at this point. Also, to make matters worse, I just thought, did I put concealer on this? Y'all, this video's a mess. I'm a wreck today. I was just trying to talk about Downton Abbey and things got out of hand. I don't even remember what I was saying about that anyway. Oh my gosh, I think I moved on to The Office, but Lord. Okay, we're gonna see what we can do to salvage this. I might go in and lighten it up a little bit with just like a regular face powder, but let's do eyebrows and eyes and see what happens. Maybe it all comes together. Let's hope. So now my brows are on and I continue to look crazy. It's cool. Okay. Summer Solstice palette coming to save the day, hopefully. She's beautiful. This is exactly the kind of neutral warm palette I am living for right now. I would love to play around with these purpley shades here, but I think this look is going to call for something a little bit more toned down. So let's just play. Also, can we say that this is my perfect transition shade? Oh my gosh, it's like exactly the color of my skin, which is what you want in a transition shade. And I'm just gonna buff this in. Okay, I'm honestly gonna use the same brush and go in right here. And also also go into the crease. Pretty messy here. Okay, while I do this, let's get back to our Netflix discussion. Oh, I remember before things went awry, I was telling you guys what I thought of The Good Place and The Office and all that. Okay, so we're on The Good Place. I know we're really late to the bandwagon on that, but I'd always wanted to watch it and never gotten around to it, so here we are. So far, I like it a lot, actually. I actually have a philosophy minor, fun fact about me. And so when they're mentioning all these philosophers in the first season, I'm like, I actually read that. And then I told my husband, ask me what I remember. And he did. And I was like, I remember nothing. So it's kind of cool. It makes me wish I had studied a little bit harder in college. I think next I want to go in with this gold shade here, which is Amber, which I really like that they give the shade names on the back. Ooh, that's a nice little shimmer. I don't know if it's showing up too well on camera, but I do want to do something a little bit simpler on my eyes. We also watched Eurovision with Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams, and I actually thought it was a really cute movie. I mean, it was like, you know, it was a Will Ferrell movie, so if you like those, then you'll like Eurovision. One of my coworkers had actually worked in Rome before he was working with me. And so he got super into Eurovision while he worked and lived in Rome. So I had known what it was, but I had never watched it. I just knew it was like a singing competition, but I didn't know that it was like so crazy. And I ended up going up and like looking up some like actual Eurovision like contest winners, and the movie was like strangely accurate. So now I know about Eurovision, new thing in my life, new fascination. I love watching the old performances on YouTube. I think I'm gonna go in and darken my outer V just a bit with this matte purple. I'm also watching The Business, I think it's just called The Business of Drugs on Netflix, I don't know. But that's also an interest of mine. Like I watched Narcos and Breaking Bad and those shows, so it's interesting to see like the real life implications of this in the real world. Also a little bit about me, I've always worked in nonprofits, and like growing up I wanted to be a missionary or a theater actress. So these kind of like, I feel like the drug war and the business of drugs is really a human rights issue. I also wanted to be a human rights lawyer at one point, but when I was graduating and thinking about applying to law school, I was like, I am done with school forever. I'm not going back to school. Which, of course, I ended up going back to school. I was actually working at a university at the time, and they had lost funding in the department, so they offered to give me a free master's degree since my pay was so low, and I accepted. Although looking back, I'm like, should have just gotten paid because I didn't even really like what I was studying at the time. Well, I shouldn't say that. I liked what I was studying, but I didn't feel like the program was the right one for me to be in. Anyway, that being said, clearly the business of drugs and documentaries like that is giving me a lot to think about in my own life, because I really wish there was more I could do to help those people. But sometimes I think, especially in like huge issues happening in other countries, sometimes being aware and letting other people know about the problems and just raising awareness is sometimes all we can do, or at least that's what I tell myself, besides donating if you can. And there's so much going on in this country that needs our help and attention. So, but honestly guys, one of the reasons I wanted to start this channel is to kind of have like a happy place and a happy project to like escape to. So I think eventually I'll definitely open up about more of the issues that are close to my heart, but right now, can we just like have a break and play with makeup? Just have like a zen space? That's what I want. Because y'all, for someone like me who's so empathetic and wants to help everything and like change everyone and do everything for the world, I don't know where my other like super sensitive, empathetic people are out there, but leave a comment if that's you, because I just feel everything that happens like so deeply. I can't disconnect from it. Much like Downton Abbey. Are we seeing a theme here? I hope we're seeing a theme. All right, y'all, so I am then going to go into my cheeks and dust in a little bit of Born Ready from the Lip Bar. Let's see if that kind of tones down my cheek situation here. I'm just gonna dust that over. Okay, I think that is helping some. What do you guys think? All right, so I've been trying to blend it. I think it's blended a little bit better on this side than this side now. So this video was a little bit all over the place. I probably forgot concealer here. I don't know if I did or not. I'll have to go back and look. The cheek fiasco. But you know what, guys? This is me completely unfiltered. This is my real life. I love makeup. I make mistakes. Welcome. I'm human. I bleed. So thank you guys for sticking around through all of this. I am just gonna go in with some Burt's Bees, my go-to lip treatment here. And I'm calling it done. I'm calling it a mess, but I'm calling it me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know I always love watching Get Ready with me, so hopefully it was fun getting ready together today. Remember, I always like to revisit first impressions, so I will definitely play with those Aether palettes some more so I can give you guys a better opinion on what I think about them. I'm definitely going to figure out how to use them correctly, and I probably won't be mixing them again. But like I said, I'll always revisit and take my time with the products before giving you guys like my full opinion. So if you found this video entertaining or educational, then please give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this and ring the bell for notifications. Definitely comment below and let me know what you guys are wanting to see next. Like I said, I'm definitely here to serve my brown skin girls and bring you guys content that's going to help you transition more into the world of clean beauty. And please leave me a comment below and let me know what you would like to see next, especially my women of color and brown skin girls. Y'all, I'm here to show you my journey of transitioning into the clean beauty world, and hopefully it helps you do the same if that's what you're into. Otherwise, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks, bye.